Welcome to the Zherquarian. It's Friday, and in honor of Uncharted 4 being delayed, we're flashing back to 2007 and taking a look at the game that started it all, Uncharted: Drake's Fortune. You might think that this venerable series has been on top since the beginning, but if you take off those rose-colored glasses, you might be surprised. When Uncharted: Drake's Fortune first released, we were starved for a good action-adventure game. Only a year earlier, we had seen Tomb Raider achieve greatness once again with Legend, but we needed more. Naughty Dog delivered and gave us the smarmy rogue of Nathan Drake. One part Han Solo, one part Indiana Jones, and a dash of Xander from Buffy. We fell in love with him right off the bat. You don't know who Xander from Buffy is? You kids need to put down whatever the hell you're watching right now with your Uncle Grandpas and your crap. Go back to 1997 and watch Buffy. It's a good show. Damn it. But 2007 was a long time ago, and old Nate's not the spring chicken he used to be. Sure, he's still zipping around, hanging from grappling hooks, diving for sunken treasure. All things he learned in his first outing, right? Well, I can assure you, those times were growing pains. Going back to the original PS3 release, which this video is not, I should point out, quickly reveals that the game's visuals don't stand the test of time. What was once a showcase of the PlayStation 3's hardware capabilities is now a lush, green dollhouse. The environments still look good, but the character models have a plasticky quality to them. Elena bears the brunt of this, and her makeover in subsequent games was a welcome one. There are also some muddy textures and the odd bit of square geometry. In the PS4 re-release, that is the Nathan Drake collection, much of this was smoothed over. Also getting a much-needed update is the combat, the shooting in particular. Even when Uncharted released back in the day, I felt the shooting was too floaty and inaccurate. 9 years on, and hitting a bad guy is like wrestling a fire hose that's full of badgers. Update developer Bluepoint did an admirable job of homogenizing the shooting mechanics across all three games. But you know what they could have left out? That damn jet ski section. I hated it. You hated it. Everyone hated it. Bluepoint could have put up an old-timey, silent movie still frame that said, "And then Nathan and Elena went up the river on the jet ski." And I would have driven down to their studio and thanked them personally. But no, it's still there, and it's even worse than you remember. Stupid jet ski. But it's definitely not all bad, I promise. Drake's Fortune laid the groundwork that would make this series so successful. The pace of the game is perfect, with the ebb and flow of exploration making way for a puzzle and then an action sequence, and so on and so forth. The timing of that formula is much of the reason I love these games so much. On top of that, the animation quality is astounding. There are upwards of 3,000 animations in the game, and it shows. When you're behind cover and popping out to take shots at enemies, Nate returns to cover in a different way, seemingly every time. Gets shot and he stumbles different each time. And the music, the jungle beats that follow you, are pitch perfect, and the way the orchestral pieces build to a crescendo during combat get your blood pumping. All that takes a backseat to the story. Sure, it's just Indiana Jones the game, you might snivel. And you're damn right it is. You know how long us old gamers wanted a good Indiana Jones game? This delivered. Nate's cocky everyman with a heart of gold, Sully's wise Obi-Wan that reminds you of that one uncle you have, and Elena's not-so-damsel in distress make the cliché plot a joy to play through. The stories in Uncharted games are kind of like a security blanket. For the most part, you know where you're going and what you're doing, but you're having so much fun along the way that it doesn't matter. It also doesn't hurt that these games are absolutely hysterical. Nolan North's acting, and the writing overall, are Oscar nod-worthy at least. At the end of the day, Uncharted: Drake's Fortune is absolutely worth your time. Is it as good as you remember? No, but so few things ever are. If you haven't touched it since it came out, you should really consider revisiting it on the PS4 before Uncharted 4: A Thief's End comes out in May. If you somehow haven't played this series yet, then you have no excuse. You might want to jump right into the superior sequels, but that would be doing this dynasty a disservice. Thank you for watching the Zherquarian, and if you like this video, remember to share it and comment it. Thanks so much, and we'll see you again next time.